So when we reviewed the Clark County School District Strategic Plan, we saw priorities that we already share: improving student outcomes, strengthening school communities, and helping young people thrive. And none of that happens if our children can't get to school safely. So by extending our support for school zone traffic safety, we're investing in something fundamental: an environment where students, families, and educators can focus on what matters most, and that is learning. So as Mark Davis always says, the Raiders' responsibility extends far beyond a game day. By aligning our work with CCSD's vision, we're helping build a stronger future for Southern Nevadans. That's the legacy that we hope to leave. And you'll hear more shortly about how we're spreading awareness. But at first, I'd like to welcome the Superintendent of the Destination District, Joan Ebert.
What an exciting morning. Thank you so much for hosting us in the press conference. We're thankful for our partnership with the Raiders and the entire community. Law enforcement, thank you for being here as well this morning. It takes all of us, and this is first of its kind when we think about safety for all of our children. I'm also thankful that we have our trustees here this morning. First, we have our School Board of Trustees Vice President Irene Bustamante Adams. We have Trustee Clerk Lydia Dominguez, Trustee Member Lorena Biasotti, and Trustee Member Ramona Esparza Straffagan. On Monday, August 10th, school starts. 280,000 children on their way to school. As superintendent and as a mom who has sent my child to school, it is my number one priority: health and safety in all of our schools every single day. I want to ensure that every student who steps on a sidewalk, gets on a bus, comes into our classroom, arrives safely, and that they return home to their family just as they came to us during the day. Getting our students to and from school safely isn't something we can do alone. It takes all of us, and it requires the entire Southern Nevada community to come together in absolute resolve. It requires parents, drivers, pedestrians, local leaders, law enforcement watching out for one another. To our drivers across Clark County, please put down your phones, slow down, pay attention. A single moment of distraction will not only change your lives, but could change the life of a child. To our parents and guardians, please remind your children every single day, not just today before school starts, but every single day, to look left, look right, make sure, put down your own phone, that you're paying attention in the school zones while you're walking to and from school. If you're on a device, an electronic scooter, right, that we have more of those on the roads, make sure that you have the proper headgear. Bicycle helmet does not work for those devices, so make sure that your child has the proper helmet to wear to school. I am deeply proud to say that our community is first of its kind, coming together across 8,000 square miles and has focused deeply on what needs to happen. Last August, we were very fortunate that the Clark County School District and Clark County came together to develop the School Traffic Safety Working Group. And there were over 90 people that participated and 20 entities that participated. Andrew Bennett, the director of the Clark County Office of Traffic Safety, he is an amazing human being who looks out for all of us, and he investigates every single traffic incident that transpires. We were lucky that he presented to the School Board of Trustees earlier this week the 75 items that we need to look at. It has not only the components of road safety, how our roads should be built going in the future or altered going into the future, but also policies and law enforcement. And so we were very fortunate that as the group worked together, that when the special session came about, we had legislators that stepped up and now double down on making sure that everyone knows no U-turns in our school district, double penalty, no speeding, all of those components. It has been not only recognized here, but also in Carson City. It is a collective effort. I'm very pleased to have everyone here this morning. We are the destination district. Priority 3 is safe and supportive schools. And Sandra, thank you once again for your organization stepping up and supporting all of our children. I am blessed and honored this morning to introduce our new chief, CCSD Police Chief Jeff Clark, who is a Cimarron Memorial graduate. We're very happy that he is here. So, Chief, please take it away, and thank you for your leadership.
Thank you very much, Superintendent. You know, before I get started, I want to recognize my law enforcement partners that are here with us today and who are also assisting with the back-to-school plan from a law enforcement perspective. So in attendance, we have representatives from the Boulder City Police Department, Henderson Police Department, Las Vegas Department of Public Safety, North Las Vegas Police Department, and University School Police. You notice one name I left out of there was the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. They're dealing with, obviously, the tragedy that Sandra mentioned. Thank you for bringing that up. But I rest assured this community, I've had conversations with their leadership, including Sheriff McMahill, and they are fully supporting this effort to ensure that our kids are safe across the vast jurisdiction that Metro covers. But our hearts are with them today. You know, when we talk about traffic safety, it's always the 3 E's: education, engineering, and enforcement. Superintendent Ebert hit on the first 2, as she would, as the educator in the room. She hit on the education piece, which I greatly appreciate. So I'm here to talk about the enforcement. For the first week of school, we'll be standing up a Department Operations Center, a command post, where all those entities in law enforcement will gather to ensure the safety of our children. And this year in particular, we have a very strong focus on traffic safety. When you look at the numbers over the years, we've had more kids hit in the last year than we ever had. And a lot of that has to do with the e-bikes and the e-scooters, but there's a big component to that of paying attention, of driver inattention. As you might be aware, penalties in school zones have doubled. So for any tickets that we will be giving out on when you're in a school zone, those penalties have doubled. And the direction that I've given to my officers, and every agency in here will probably follow suit, is if we have a reason to tow your car for your driving behavior that is lawful, we will. If you're driving recklessly, if you don't have insurance, if you're unregistered, for all the reasons that NRS allows us to, we will. Because as we know, when a ticket goes to the courts, it's out of our hands at that point. And you might not feel the sting of it, but you will feel the sting of your car being towed. So if for no other reason, your own personal pocketbook, slow down in these school zones, and please, please pay attention. So, okay, that was my timer. He said stop talking. And now, we would like to share a special message from Fernando Mendoza, #1 pick of the Raiders, #1 pick overall in the NFL draft, about the importance of school zone safety.
Keeping our CCSD kids safe in school zone takes an entire team. Here's Raiders quarterback Fernando Mendoza with an important message for our community.
Las Vegas Raiders select Fernando Mendoza.
School zones are a no-blitz zone. The lives around you depend on the choices you make behind the wheel. Seatbelts are your best defensive line. So remember to buckle up every ride, every passenger, no exceptions. Speed is great on the field, but not on the road. Slow down in school zones so you make it safely to your end zone. Don't bump on the school zone, no U-turns, and no passing. The bus stop is no place to get a penalty flag. Be cool on your way to school. Steer clear of the bus danger zone. Avoid the 10 feet area around the bus where the driver cannot see you. No wheels on the bus. Bikes are not allowed on the bus, and scooters must be folded and secured in a bag. Raider Nation knows the real win is everyone getting home safely.
How great is that? That's like the coolest thing ever. So I'm a big fan. Again, I want to thank all the participating agencies that are here today. Obviously, a huge thanks to a huge community partner of us, the Las Vegas Raiders. And I'll say this, school starts Monday. That is our Super Bowl. So I need everybody's help with this. I need you to start paying attention. That's when the school zones will really be going into effect. And I'll close with this. The hardest part of my job is being called a chief. Go Raiders!